boys in the booth. Talking on the ball, you know we spitting the truth. Rub and fight hard, showing love for the game. Owls in the sky, play for more than the fame. Play sharp on the field, eager to rise. Leads chants loud, I see a devoted lives. Barnsley Bridge Warriors.
Good evening and welcome to Terrace Talk. Tonight we have got a packed show. So we're going to talk about Ange 007. Is it over for Ange at Nottingham Forest? We're going to run through our top 5 Premiership picks, and Carl has got a special thing he's going to do for us as well. We're also going to discuss Gary Neville's weird comments. Phil's going to have a rant about that. So we'll start with welcoming everybody. We'll start with Carl at the top. How are you doing, Carl?
I'm all right. How are you doing, Bushy?
I'm good. Man United won. Only a few points behind Man City, so I'm good, mate. I'm very good. Mers, how are we doing, Mers? Top of the league.
Yeah, top of the league and hopefully going to stay there for the rest of the season.
And now we've got Gloriol. He's actually... looks like someone shot one in his face, to be fair, because Liverpool have been absolutely honking. If we were doing the top 5 worst Premiership players, 3 would be from Liverpool.
No, definitely
Come
not.
on,
Definitely
talk to me about Isaac, talk to me about Wirtz, and talk to me about Frimpong, because all 3 of them have been absolute dog turd.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. I mean, we'll turn it around. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. United are coming to take the title.
Oh, they're not. There is no chance in hell United are taking us.
Firing now, kid. 2 in 2. 2 in 2.
He's a 2-game wonder.
Right, we're going to talk on to relegation battles now. Hutch, how you doing, mate?
Sound.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good. And another relegation fodder. Phil, how we doing, mate?
How's the ego, Bushy?
I haven't got one.
Good to see it's on fucking form, mate. Love it.
Love it.
Cracks me up that King Bush with no ego. The clue's in the name, Bushy.
And we've got, well, I think we've got Hitler or something here. Luke, what's going on, mate? Why are you donning the Hitler tash?
Well, I lost my fantasy football league to Carl, and his punishment was me to sit here looking like Hitler. So
I believe
rocking my Hitler tash.
I believe you've got to sing for us as well. Are we going to do that now? We may as well get it. You may as well get it out of the way, Hutch. A cappella, bit of Birmingham.
Birchie.
If Birchie's, I might as well read his statement out now and all.
Yeah, we'll do this right at the beginning. Get it out the way. I'm sure the people in the chat are going to love to listen to this. So, come on.
Do you want me to read the statement while you prepare the song, Birchie?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh. So, Carl's going to read his statement. So, why are you reading this statement first, Carl? Tell the viewers.
I lost in the final of the round robin to Mr. Hutch there, Mr. Hutchinson. So, yeah, let's just get it over and done with, yeah? You ready?
Did you put everything we told you to put in?
Right.
Oh, come on.
Can we have everyone on mute while I read this?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the laughing. Good evening, everyone. My name is Carl Horsfield. Before I start, I will read out loud the terms and conditions of this statement. Terms and conditions 1. Failure to read any part of this statement results in losing Haaland for 1 calendar month. If I refer to myself as Pep from this date onwards, the panel will inform Hutch if he is not present, and this will result in a forced substitution for the following game week. Any denial around the statement will result in being stripped of my Manager of the Month awards. And should I not appreciate anything in this statement, it is all my own wrongdoing, as Hutch contacted me on several occasions to give me the opportunity to have my own say on parts of it. Unfortunately for me, I did not call or message him back when I said I would. and I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the statement I am about to read shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. First of all, I'd like to thank Hutch for not making me mention Manchester United in this statement. Though should I face him in another head-to-head and lose again, this may not be the case the next time around. I'm reading his statement today after losing in the Cup robin, but also for having a honking score of 40 points in game week 7, after holding a late meeting with Glory Hole for advice ahead of the final. I hope I do not come across Hutch in any more challenges. I do not want another spanking like I have just had. I dropped out of the final faster than my internet. Although Manchester is still and always will be blue, I have been humbled and brought back down to earth. No matter of the league position, I will now always be in Hutch's shadow. I've just been found out, just like City have, and will now face 115 charges. Manchester City are known for buying amazing players over the years. Haaland, De Bruyne, Rodri. The list is endless, a bit like the list of trophies we have bought. Now, I've had some glory days recently. I turned Dan into a naked Jedward. I turned Birch into Sheffield's Blue Moon singing Hitler and back-to-back Manager of the Month awards, but sadly, these days are now behind me. It's not all doom and gloom. City are above the peasants of Manchester, and this is something that will not change. But I have a humorous question for the panel. Why do Man City have no fans? Because all the kids were told not to go near the main road. I was at the game first day of the season, Wolves away. I remember it well. It was the 61st minute and our third goal went in. I noticed the sheer amount of empty seats, so I turned to my mate and said, "Oh, at the Etihad." Mers, you've been my closest rival for Manager of the Month so far, and the only reason I've managed to hold you off is because I've gone balls deep and used all my tokens just to keep my head above water. So if you would like to send me your address in advance so I can get this trophy posted to you, it would be much appreciated. Also, while I've got you, Mers, I was wrong about Doku. He's not the player I made him out to be. He could not lace up Saka's boots. I would like to thank you all for hearing me out tonight, and I hope everyone enjoys the show. I am Kyle Horsfield, and you're watching KB Terrace Talk.
Well done, Carl. Fantastic. People in the comments, fair play, Carl. Bravo.
Way.
Hutchie looks so smug. The whole world knows Bushy has an ego. I think Bill's put that in there, to be fair. So, on to Luke for his a cappella version of Blue Moon.
Well, you can hear it now.
You are aware that people are going to sign off as soon as I'm done, don't you?
Just clicking it.
We're doing this a cappella, then no music.
No music, so we get copyright, so we're not allowed to now.
Fair enough, fair enough. Are you ready then?
Oh, man.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. I said, blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. I said, blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. I said, blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, and without a love of my own.
Well done, well done.
Well done,
Fair play.
Oh, God.
And finally,
marginally better than Luke last week.
yeah, a lot better than Luke last week. I mean, yeah, there was tone deaf and then there's tone deaf, and yeah, Luke topped it. So finally, we've got Dan, the Sunderland fan. How did you get on at the weekend, Dan? Good game.
Well, we done our bit for charity and decided to keep Ruben around for the Premier League. So you're welcome, boys.
Ruben Amarin. Yeah.
He's never gonna win again.
3 more years.
Again.
Billion.
So yeah, no, I mean, we give you a good idea, didn't we? I don't want to. I'm not the type that's got that ego that's gonna,
of course
pester you
not.
about
We
it.
expect
We're just
so.
gonna
Of course
we're
not.
gonna take the win. We expect to beat teams like Sunderland, so I don't really want to go into it any more than that.
We'll wait till we'll get you back at the stadium later, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but you probably will. To be fair.
You'll stay up, and United will go down.
Or is he still banging on the United are going down drum, even though we're 3 points behind City? Come on, Carl.
7.
So obviously there's big news in the news this week where Gary Neville decided to force his workforce to take down the England flag. Now, we don't normally do politics on this show, but I'm going to make an exception for this little cockwomble that we've established, that he believes our own national flag is racist. So for me, I believe Gary Neville should be stripped of all his medals for Man United, and on his Wikipedia page, it should say that he played for Man City, not Man United, because the guy is an absolute weapon. This is a bloke who is best mates with a guy that had sex with his brother's wife. This is a horrible, horrible individual of a man. The guy that's been done 4 times on his mobile phone thinks he's above the law, where he could kill a family driving. For me, I've got no words for this scumbag. And I wish that Sky Sports got a backbone and sacked him. But they won't, because they employ other people like Jamie Carragher, another prick who spits at children in a car and keeps his job. So for me, Gary Neville, you're fucking shimpad of the week. Bill, I'll let you have your thoughts on Mr. Gary Neville.
Okay, so Gary Neville used to be probably, in his day, probably one of the best right backs to have ever been seen. Playing for what was, at the time, the biggest club in the world, and playing for his international squad. There is lots of images and lots of things going around where Gary Neville would refuse or would not sing the national anthem. In that video, that cockwomble that you so rightly put made some categoric errors in what he was saying. He made out that the Union flag, he called it a Union Jack. For people that don't understand, a Union Jack goes on a boat. A Union flag is what we put up to celebrate. Goes on a flagpole. He exclaimed that Union flag was racist. So if you actually do your work and do your donkey work, Mr. Neville, you'll realise that in 1605, that Union flag was generated as a combination between England and Scotland. That was 2 nations unifying. Then later on, I think in the 1800s, we added Ireland to that mix as well. And the only one that's not represented on there is the Welsh flag. Okay, so we've got a flag of unity. That's why it's called the Union flag, because it's about unity. Now that's unity of 4 or 5 different nations. I don't know if anybody else in this chat right now or anybody else that's watching, when I'm saying unity of nations, that's about as far from racist as you could actually physically get in my eyes. Because what you're actually doing is you're taking the people from the Scottish nation, the Irish nation, the Welsh nation and the English nation and bringing them all together and unifying it under one flag, celebrating the fact that we're all together. As 4 different countries, we are all together. So as far as I'm concerned, that's all about bringing people in, bringing people together. So if you want to say that it's the middle-aged white males that are justifying this and saying that this is racist and this is a way that we can puff our chests out to to bring some sort of racial slur to the fact that we're holding our flag up, our unity flag up, then Mr. Neville, you are thicker than I first thought. You played for Man United, which is thick enough. You played for England, which is fucking stupid. Because nobody who plays for England actually ends up getting anywhere because of the shite managers. And now you fucking stood there claiming that us middle-aged white males, which you are one of, are now racist. Onto the Sky thing, that is my final bit, onto the Sky thing, that 80% of the white English middle-aged males pay your pissing wages. We subscribe to Sky. We pay whatever it is to Sky Sports, to have that package, to watch you and Spitty Carragher on TV spouting nonsense. And now look what you're doing. You're still on there. You can do whatever you want. You live in cloud cuckoo land. You live in your gated community. And what? And there's no consequences. Yeah, if I went out in the street and I said the same thing, I guarantee the police will be knocking on my door the next day for hate speech. I bet you didn't get it, did you?
I totally agree with you, Phil. So, I mean, there's a big divide in the country at the moment where people believe everybody is racist if you don't agree with the immigration the country has put upon us. I don't think anybody, forgive me if I'm wrong, if people in the chat can say they disagree with me, but I don't think anybody's ever had a problem with immigration. What we've got a problem with is illegal immigration. And
Can I give you my point now, Lee?
Yeah, absolutely, Carl.
So this country, brilliant country, was built on immigration. The NHS was built on immigration. I think the West Africans were some of the first immigrants. Brilliant.
Yeah, the Windrush generation.
Yeah, listen, we are the most tolerant nation in the world. We allow people to come here from all nations, practice any religion they want, build mosques, synagogues, anything they like. Everybody is tolerant. Yet when we, the British public, put a British flag up, we're being racist. We couldn't go to a country in the Middle East and put up an English flag there. You'd could be killed. We wouldn't do that. If you go to another country and you want to integrate, you have to be tolerant. And unfortunately now, in the society we live in that's so woke, the minorities will always win over the majorities. And it pisses me off. But I just think we should all live in a world, if you want to practice whatever religion you want, knock yourself out, but live and let live. Everyone get on with each other, and then society will be good. But unfortunately, you get the bad in everything, and bad things happen. But in terms of not being able to fly your own national flag in your own country, that's an absolute fucking joke. And just for that, I think Gary Neville's a knob. That is all my take. Thank you very much.
It's part of the problem. Gary Neville is part of the problem. He's
Gary Neville. Phil, Gary Neville is a minute part of the problem. The biggest problem is this country has taken such a stance on illegal immigration, letting minorities get their own way. We've bowed to so many different things. There's not an easy way back. And I think the only way to start it is a complete overhaul of the political system, which I don't see coming anytime soon.
I think the biggest problem with Neville's statement, and I'm not going to dive too deeply into politics because I'm no expert and everyone seems to get wound up with their own opinions, but Neville's statement, he complains about division, but then he goes and alienates a whole demographic of people by making a statement that will create division. And it's just the hypocrisy of it. It's absolutely in bad taste. I just don't get what he would. I mean, does he not have someone that works for him that went, you really shouldn't put this out? How did that get out?
I think he thinks he's above he's above the law, he's above anything. I mean, I know some Salford fans who told me when he came there, he went in without asking the fans and he changed the club colours. So they played in like a tangerine, orangey coloured. Cole may know because he's from Manchester area, but they played in like a tangerine orange, and he changed it and he made them play in the red of Manchester because of Manchester United, without asking the fans, without anything like that. And that just shows the measure of the man. He's just got so much arrogance that he thinks he can just buy a football team and then just change the whole concept of that football club. It's like him coming in and buying Arsenal and making you play your home games in I don't know, pink shirts rather than the red of Arsenal. It's just ridiculous. It's like coming in Liverpool and making them play in blue.
Oh, that'd be, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. And only because it's at a little club like Salford that it gets skated over. But actually, that club is somebody's community football team that they go and support, and it means a lot to them. If you imagine him coming into your football club, say going into Leeds and making them play in red, how would you feel? It's just absolutely disgusting. But the guy doesn't care. And the scary thing is, he's talking about middle-aged white men. Does he not go home and look in the mirror and see a middle-aged, ugly white man? Because he is one. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wake up and smell the coffee. I'm going to go through a couple of comments. I think Carl's comments got a round of applause. They like Carl's comments. Rue said Roy Keane shouldn't be on Sky or anywhere near a football club after admitting he purposely tried to break another professional's leg. If you did it on the street, you would be arrested. So I think that's what he did to, was it Haaland at City? Any thoughts on that, Carl?
No.
Unfortunately, Leeds did play in red back in the day. Didn't know that. Leeds used to play in red. So, anybody else on Gary Neville? Has anybody got any other thoughts that they want to share with everybody before we move on?
No.
Either two
Move
or
on.
What's that, sorry?
It's got so much to say now.
I said either for Gary Neville or against it.
Yeah. Does anybody think Gary Neville's comments was good? Anybody in the chat feel his comments were appreciated? So we'll move on to 007 next then. So I'm going to go back to Carl because it's his football club. I did predict in the summer that Nottingham Forest would struggle. I don't see this as a surprise. But is it down to Ange, or is it down to the fact that sort of Nottingham Forest are kind of finding the level they was at previously? I mean, they had a good season last season, but the season before they struggled. And I feel when losing Alanga, I thought they would struggle this season. But Phil, what's your thoughts on Ange? Obviously, the record of 007 stands out. Do you think he survives the international break? Do you want him to survive the international break?
Okay, I'll be a bit calmer on this one than I was about Mr. Neville. So, Big Ange, I'll start with the nice easy bit. Do I think he's the right manager for Forest? Absolutely fucking not. I think there's far better and far greater managers out there. Do I think that the past 7 games have all been down to Big Ange? No, I do not. For instance, the Newcastle game, I voiced it on Sunday. I'm going to voice it quite loudly here. I felt that game on Sunday against Newcastle was actually one of Forest's best performances this season. And I know we lost 2-0, but I feel as though they performed like a solid squad. We had a great defence. The counter-attack was spot on. So I feel as though, although we were beaten 2-0, one was a cracking goal after what I thought at the time was a foul on Morgan Gibbs-White, and then a penalty which Elliot Anderson should know better to not give away silly little things like that. But in terms of the performance of the players on the pitch, I actually started seeing inklings of what we looked like last season and how we played last season. So do I feel that the last 7 games have all been down to Ange? Absolutely not. Do I feel that giving him a couple of weeks international break, I know some obviously the players won't be around for it, but some of the players will be. Do I think that's going to benefit anything? Time will only tell. The only reason why I'm more edging towards the fact of Ange out, is I look at one categoric thing. How, as a club, 12 games ago, were one of the best defence in the Premier League, to now go to pretty much the worst defence in the league. And that bothers me. And that's why I think that Ange is not the man for the club. And it's not all about the Ange ball thing. It's simply, how does a club go from being the best defence to the worst defence in a matter of games? It just does not happen. And that is historically down to the manager. Yes, Dan.
So, assuming, I think Ange, whether he goes to the international break or not, I'll be honest, I do think it's going to go badly for him and go downhill. Do you think potential managers might be scared of taking the Forest job due to the Marinakis behaviour? Do you think that will put potential people off?
I do and I don't. So I think managers that are invested in Marinakis do well. So if you're invested in the thought process behind Marinakis, yes, he is a bit of a wacky guy. But if you are, I won't say you're in his pocket, but you understand him and you understand him as a chairman, I don't think that's going to put you off. It'll put off the likes of the gobby managers that think they can go up against him and, Ange couldn't do it, but I'll do it. You watch, the Sean Dykes of the world and the Big Sams and people like that. Absolutely. But I think certain managers, Silver's one. I've
got a good question for you. A good question coming from John Sullivan. Phil, heard rumblings of Potter interest. Would you take Potter?
I think there's better managers. I think Forest can get better managers than Potter. Is he better than Ange? A lot better than Ange. But I think we can do better. So I think it would be. Who would you
go for, Phil?
Who would I go for? I'd look at Silver, definitely.
But why do you think you would leave Fulham to come for Forest? I'm not being disrespectful, but Fulham is a nice part of the world. He's got a stable chairman there. He's doing really well there. What could tempt him to come to Forest?
I think A, money, and I think B, and probably most important, is what Forest could do.
European football. That's another thing.
What Forest?
I've got a question for you, Phil. So, in terms of obviously your new managers and situation, do you think this manager should prioritize Europe in some ways? Because obviously, I know it's still early doors, and obviously you could easily climb the table. But if you want to play in Europe, say again next season, obviously you don't necessarily have the best of squad depth. So focusing on Europe and winning.
I think as a team we could develop ourselves further in Europe than we could in the very tight Premier League that we're in. I think we've got more ability. Do I think we should prioritize it? I don't like prioritizing things, because I feel as though you're in 2 tournaments and you should give both tournaments just as much effort, just as much love, just as much care for the fans. Because at the end of the day, the manager is hired to deal with the players, and the players are there to play. But at the end of the day, you've also got to keep the fans who are watching that happy. And if you say, "Oh, I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket, push for Europe, and sod the Premier League," you're taking something away from the fans.
But I would say if you're wanting to rest a player, so let's face it, the more minutes a player plays, the more there's a chance of injuries occurring and stuff. Especially with like the amount of football that a lot of these players are having to play now, and it comes to say March, April time, and you got like some of your key players, and you're thinking, right, we got to rest them for one game. Would you rather have that game though be the Premier League that they're rested to play them in the knockout stages of Europe?
If the player had proved himself throughout the season, then yes, I'd rather if we've got that opportunity to get a trophy, I'd rather rest that player to try and get that trophy at that late stage.
My question would be though, you're in a relegation battle at the minute. Why would you be resting players in the Premier League when there's a chance that you could go down?
But a new manager comes in, they could easily pick up points over the, say, festive period and stuff. And by the time you get into March, they might not be in a relegation battle.
For me, I think Forest have got to concentrate staying in the Prem.
You have got to remember we are on game week 7. This is very early doors in the league. And you can shake your head as much as you want, but just like the predictions, just like the fantasy, things change very, 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 very quickly. Right?
They do, but I still
look at Man United.
Just not playing well.
But you haven't been playing well for God knows how long. Just because you've had a couple of good games, it could flip the other way. You know, we were having the conversation the other week. I think Mers mentioned it. Every other game, that's typical Man United. So what I'm saying is, every team can have a good game, can have a bad game. You could have a good run, you could have a bad run. Look at Liverpool; they were sitting pretty up at the top for 4 or 5 games, and now they've gone, back foot a little bit.
The problem is, you're not having them good games.
I've got a question for you, though.
Just like we'll come back from it from last season.
Yeah, but you're not having them good games. You're saying Liverpool have had the good games.
They will eventually.
Not this season, but you look in the last 12 games, which is what I was mentioning a minute ago. We've had better games than Man United over the last 12 games.
This season, we're talking this season.
I've got a question for you, though. Well, just a question. Obviously, with Ange coming in, do you not think that being in Europe as well, he's not getting enough training time just to try and get his team gelled and thinking? Because obviously doing weekend, then he's got Monday, Tuesday training, and obviously got Europe, then it's 2 days and back to the game on the weekend. You don't think he's not getting enough time?
I think that's just making an excuse, really. If I was to say yes, I think it would be a complete excuse. The referee didn't blow the whistle, or the referee. It's the same kind of thing. I think it's making an excuse because there's other teams that are playing Champions League. There's other teams playing in Europe and playing the Premier League. They're in the same boat. So I think that's just making a complete and utter excuse. Like I said, and like I've been very open about, I do not think Ange is the right man for Forest.
What about this man, though, Phil?
Now, no.
In the comments.
No.
Southgate is the man for Forest.
Bushy. My words, United's next manager is Gareth Southgate.
Thank you, Carl.
No, he's not. He's not coming to United.
I'm telling you now, Gareth Southgate is your next manager.
No chance.
I'm telling you now.
I think we should keep it. I'm a more saying because I like Manu's downfall, mate. So give me 3 years. Give me another 3 years. It's nice to watch him.
Not happen, lads. Not happen. Your hate won't happen, lads. Unfortunately.
Can I give you a hypothetical, Bushy?
What?
So we know at the start of the season you predicted Man United to finish 3rd, yeah?
Yeah.
He did say they could win it if they signed Sesko.
I'll give him the benefit. We'll see a 3rd. So would you stick with 3rd at the moment?
Yeah.
So if Turkey Al-Sheikh does get involved before the January transfer window, does that bolster your chances even further? And how does that affect?
If he comes in, all bets are off. Just forget playing the remainder of the games. Just give us the title. Because it's ours, and that's it.
Right,
City
what have you been
finished.
smoking?
They
What have you
can't
been
cheat
smoking?
anymore because we'll have more money than them.
I tell you what, you know, this is what it sounds like, Bushy. This is what it sounds like. I'll be you. No, just hold on a second. I'll be you for a second. But I'm the Forest guy, okay? So when Man United, when Forest get rid of Ange next week during the international break, and we get silver, yeah, we're winning the Prem. That's what it sounds like, Bushy. That's what your ego sounds like right now.
With all due respect, we're Man United, you're Nottingham Forest. I'll leave it at that.
And one's in Europe, and the other one's in Europe.
Bushy, can I ask you a question? They conned the way into Europe. It should be Crystal Palace. Let's not pretend they got there.
Palace are in Europe still.
Talking about that, are you still waffling on about?
They didn't get it by winning football matches. Let's be real. And they ain't going to win it. They're virtually out of it already.
You're like having a girlfriend always dragging up the past. You're like a girlfriend always dragging up the past. Always. Listen, that's over and done with. That's finished with. Yeah, the Crystal Palace thing's done with. They're not spitting their dummy out about it. I don't know why a Man United fan's spitting his dummy out about it. Oh, I do know why, because what are you in right now? Fuck all. You're not in Europe.
It don't matter. We don't want to be in Europe.
Don't want to be in Europe. That's a load of nonsense.
All these world-class players. We spent all this world-class money. We spent all this money on amazing players. And we're not even in Europe.
You're telling me Bruno doesn't want to be in Europe.
This Turkish guy, by the way, is nowhere near as rich as the Saudis or Qataris or.
It's not just him, though, is it?
He is a Saudi. It's Turkey Al Sheikh. He's linked to Saudi Arabia. He's the sports minister, isn't he? If that's a person that put the tweet out. He's not from Turkey. His name is Turkey Al Sheikh.
All right.
He's running boxing. He's pretty much running boxing at the moment.
He's one of the richest guys in the world. We would be the richest club in the world if he's part of it.
Behind Newcastle.
There you go.
And you'll all this shit.
We're still finished 10.
10.
That's it.
That's been nice.
That's too kind, yeah.
Where are Leeds? You below us. You're still below us. I'm looking down.
We're another promoted team, and we're still playing better than you're this season. So that says a lot.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is better than Sesko.
That says a lot.
I'm not. Glorio, I'm not even going to respond to that.
Oh, even I don't agree with that.
You've got no comment.
You've got Isaac stealing a living. Couldn't hit a barn door. You've got flipping bit.
I mean, we've got Ekitike, 3 goals. 3 goals.
Also, he scored one more than Sesko then. Brilliant.
That's still more than Sesko.
For our prize.
He played more than Sesko as well, you lemon.
Wait and see Ekitike being GH's
He
top
started
5.
3 games and scored 2 goals, kid. The man is the most underrated player in the Premiership. He's better than Gyökeres. He's better than anybody. There's only probably Haaland that's better than him.
Shit.
He's not even better than Wilson Isidore, man.
This brings us nicely onto our players of the season, I think, Lee.
It does.
Go on.
Players of the season. So what we've done.
Let's go number 1, Bushy.
No. I do it fair.
Shall I explain? So for the viewers, I asked all of the panel to pick who they thought were the 5 best players this season so far. So we'll go round the panel starting with their 5th, and we'll see if we get any decent players, any little red herrings, whether Bushy has been biased yet again. And I'm going to start with Glory Hole, your 5th best player this season.
Now, some people might think this is a bit interesting, but I think the Sunderland keeper has been solid so far. So I've put him in 5th.
Glorio, I've put the same player in 5th. I've got the Sunderland keeper in 5th.
Yeah, he's a good keeper to be fair, Sunderland keeper.
I've got goalkeeper as well at 5th, but it's not the Sunderland goalkeeper. In fact, it's the rival of Sunderland. And John's going to like this. I've put Nick Pope as my 5th. I think he doesn't always get the praise he deserves. He's got a 79.2 save percentage, 5 clean sheets so far this season, joint 2nd for least goals conceded in this season. And that's why I put Pope fifth.
Loves the stat, don't you, Merce?
I do love the stat.
Bushy,
John's
who
saying
have you
he's
got in
been
fifth?
shit, which is interesting.
Who have you got in fifth, Bushy?
Holland.
Fifth.
Butchie,
Nice
who have you
joke.
got in fifth?
Nick Pope.
Phil?
I've gone for Walter Maid for Newcastle.
Not a bad shout. He would have made my list, Phil, but he's not played all the games.
Yeah, no, I know he hasn't, but he's going to get a lot more game time, I feel.
Isn't it 3
Well,
goals and 4?
Well, this was purely based on the first games of the season, not what he's going to
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just feel as though he's outshone it for me. So 5. He'll be in 5th place, but yeah.
Right, we're going to come to Hitler next. I mean, Birchie next.
I've actually gone for Burnley player. I mean, they're going to struggle most of the season, but all their games I've watched them so far, I think Jaden Anthony's been unbelievable for him.
Yeah.
He's the only one who seems to be up for something. He's just, every game I've watched, it's just him. He's everywhere. So because of the situation they're in, I think Anthony's done quite well this season.
Bit of a right wing one. Sunderland, Dan.
So I was going to go Roos, but for me, Granit Xhaka just pips him. He's been a part of a team that's had 3 clean sheets, 3 assists. If you look at the average match ratings for a Premier League, he would be a centre midfielder in the best 11 so far. And I think he improves everyone else around him.
Good pick there. We're going to move on to our 4th place. We'll stay with you, Dan, while we're there. Who have you got in 4th?
So this one, Merce might want to correct us here because it's more of a team effort. But I've got Gabriel from Arsenal. I think Arsenal's defence have been awesome. Conceded 3 goals overall, only 2 goals from open play and over 10 hours worth of football. So it's more of a team effort, but he got the winner at St James's Park, didn't he? So that gives him a little bump up.
Birchie, did you have in 4th?
I've gone for Senesi, is it? I think I said pronounced him from Bournemouth.
Senesi,
his name.
Yeah, back, yeah.
I mean, they've 8 games. They've only conceded in 4, I think it is, and I think he's key in their defence. I like the way he plays, so I think he's doing really well for them.
Yeah, he has caught the eye. I'll give you that one. Not a bad pick. Phil, who have you picked?
I've gone for Mr. Grealish.
Yeah, I asked the same question to my staff at work, and one of them had Grealish in, but I just don't think he's been at Everton long enough to. Again, you've missed the point there.
It's the assist and the goals. He's turned that squad round in the last few games, mate. I'm telling you, and it is on him. He's done that.
Butchie, who have you got in 4th?
Timber from Arsenal. I think he's been class. Probably one of the best right backs in the league so far this season, if not the best.
King Bush.
I've gone Jack Grealish.
Mers.
At 4th, I've gone with Haaland. I feel like, he scored 9 goals, but I think we know he's a goal machine. I don't think he's done anything out of the extraordinary to necessarily be higher for me, because I think what it is Man City's more playing to his strengths finally, rather than seeing the best. We should have seen this kind of form from him over the last few seasons, because Man City should have done this originally.
Well, he did knock in 36 goals in his debut season, so you did see that. Anyway, Glory Hole.
I think Calafiori has been solid, so I've picked him.
I left you to last, Glory Hole, because I think you like my last pick. So my pick in 4th is actually a Liverpool player, and I never rated this player, but I watched him this season, and I just think he's phenomenal in midfield. And it's Gravenberch.
Yeah. He's been good.
Okay, 3rd placed player. Merce, you've been chatting a bit of shit. We'll come to you first.
I haven't been chatting any shit whatsoever. Just pure facts coming from my mouth. Number 3, I've gone with Xhaka. I've written he's a great leader for that Sunderland side, chipping in with 3 assists. Perfect cog between defense and attack, winning ball back, and helping create chances that are helping Sunderland picking up the points that they have done this season.
Well, I might as well go next. It's funny, actually, because I say you're chatting shit, and then you pick the same player I picked in third. I had Xhaka. So, all right, I'll give you credit on that one. L'Oreal.
Now, it's funny that you mentioned Gravenberch a moment ago, because that's who I've got next. I think he's been our standout player this season so far.
Yeah. Once, L'Oreal, you're showing a bit of ball knowledge. What's you?
In third place, Mo Salah.
Fuck off.
Sorry, what?
Salah.
7 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, most shots in the Premier League from a single player. Still up there with one of the highest XG in the league. Still one of the best players in the
XG
league.
means fuck all. If it was on XG, United would be top of the league, you mug.
No, Salah.
That is right. That is literally the worst thing you have said on this podcast.
Proves you've got no ball knowledge.
Pot kettle black. Wow.
Salah has been terrible.
That
Anyway,
actually shows that Gloriol's not even a Liverpool fan. He probably lives in Norwich.
I mean, I don't live in Liverpool, no, but I am.
How did I guess?
On a serious note, you're joking, aren't you, Lee?
No, I'm not. Mo Salah.
I mean, I respect it. I respect it. It's the wrong choice, but fair play.
So just to clear up, Bushy, you think Salah has been better than Haaland this season?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
This is coming from Bushy, who thinks Man United are going to finish third. So anything's possible, boys. Anything's possible.
Can we put that out to the chat, please? How many people think Mo Salah has had a better start this season than Haaland?
A better question. A better question. Has anyone got Mo Salah in the top 5?
No.
No.
Top 50, maybe just about, but
It's not even Liverpool's best player.
Yeah, at 50, bang on.
I didn't say we're Liverpool's best player. I said.
Well, you have. Wait, have you got another Liverpool player?
oh,
in
he's
your top
got
five?
he's got Gravenberch higher, hasn't he?
Oh no. Wow. Okay.
Hutchie, who have you got third?
Haaland.
Phil?
Exactly the same. I've got Haaland, and it is what Mers said. It is correct. You know, Man City play to Haaland. Haaland doesn't have to do anything. So yes, he's been fantastic in terms of scoring goals, but he's not.
That's all he does. Score goals.
He's not one of those.
That's his job.
I won't say he's crap at everything else, but he's not shown any inspiration on anything else.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
I wouldn't quite say that because he's chipped in with defensive output and stuff like that.
Exactly. Mers for once. Thank you, son. Anyway.
Not as much defensive output as Salah has, put it that way.
No, but Salah can't fucking put it in the net like Haaland can. Birchie.
I've gone Orchard at 4th. I've gone Timber. I think he's done very well in Arsenal's defence.
Dan.
I've went Jack Grealish. I think he's had 5 or 6 goal contributions already. He was player of the month for August. I think he's took an Everton team that I thought might have had difficulties, and with him in there, they look like a real unit.
Okay, number 2. Dan Spedding.
I went with Semenyo from Bournemouth. I think he's been awesome.
Semenyo's my number 2 as well.
Been unbelievable.
Mers?
I've gone with Caicedo. Like, he had a great season last season, but he just seems to have reached another level this season. Like, he's got the most tackles made in the league. He's chipped in with 3 goals as well. Like, in previous seasons, the most he's got is 1 goal, and he's already tripled that already. Like, he's as I said, reached another level. His game's improved, and he's probably Chelsea's most important player at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mers. Caicedo was close to my top 5 as well. So, yeah, it's a good shout. Gloriol.
I've gone Haaland. Sadly, he's not the best. Well, obviously, he's been solid, but he's just not good enough to be top, I don't think, like what everyone said earlier.
Well, I'll shoot you down with a couple of stats in a minute that prove you wrong, but Hutch?
Caicedo, I agree with Mers. I think his overall round game is shit up. He's twice the players where we were last year. He chips in. He's in his own box and he's in their box. He's scoring goals. I don't think Chelsea are Chelsea without him. So yeah, Caicedo second.
Phil?
I've gone Ekitike.
Ooh.
No? Birchie?
I've gone Haaland. I mean, he's here to do a job and he does it every game. So he's here to score goals and he always scores. But you need of him.
Lee Bush?
Gravenberg second.
Okay, and then our number one, Daniel Spedding.
Haaland. Goals win your games, and he scores the most goals at the end of the day. He's scoring over one a game. His return's ridiculous.
I've gone for Semenyo. I think he's been outstanding this so far this season. And for me, I don't think he'll be top.
I was between them two as well, Birchie. Phil?
I've also gone for Semenyo. I've watched him, and he's striking finesse, and he's scoring goals that are interesting goals. They're entertaining goals. They're not, the ball's not always just slipped into him and he scores a goal. He gets himself with the ball. He gets himself into that position and scores. I think he's going to be one of the players of the season. I just think he's fantastic.
Butcher?
Semenyo, 100%. And I read a bit about him actually. I looked him up. So obviously, he had a first couple of games he was shit out against Liverpool, and he's scoring and assisting left, right, and centre. So I actually did a bit of googling. He didn't actually have a summer break this year. He went to Saudi Arabia, and he spent 45 days in Saudi Arabia with a one-to-one coach and just practice shooting every single day through his summer camp. And it's showing. This season is unbelievable, and obviously you put your graft in and look what comes of it. So yeah, I think he'll be. If he'll get a summer move to a bigger club, then I don't know what more he can do, because he's proven himself better than most players in this Premier League at the minute. So yeah, levels above anyone for me.
Gloriol?
Yep, Semenyo. He's just been so good this season. I kind of expected it because he didn't have a terrible season last year. He was solid last season, but yeah, he's just been unbelievable, to be honest.
Mers?
Gotta agree, it's Semenyo. He's like the main man at Bournemouth at the moment, 9 contributions, which means he's been involved in 82% of Bournemouth's goals this season, which is an absolute insane stat right now. And the thing is with Bournemouth, you haven't even got Kluivert fully back into that team yet. And I think when you got Kluivert and Semenyo in that team, they'll be cooking.
But
it showed in the last 20 minutes of the Fulham Bournemouth game when they brought Kluivert on. Phenomenal.
Not
really
good
team to watch as well.
Contradicting yourself, but 2 or 3 of you there have just said Haaland only scores the goals for City because he gets all the service, and then on the other hand, you've just said 82% of Bournemouth's goal contributions are coming from Semenyo. So you can't
There's a difference.
Let me finish. You can't beat Haaland with one stick and then praise Semenyo with the same one. It don't work.
We can do.
So I'm going to tell you anyway.
I knew this clip was going to be about Haaland. I knew it was going to be about you. About Haaland. It's that Manchester ego. It's that Manchester ego.
Bill, I've got 2 Sunderland players in my top 5. But the point I'm going to make is Haaland's on course to break 40 goals.
Yeah, but every time someone's mentioned Haaland at a lower number than where you want him, you've gone all, you take your rubbish.
I haven't interrupted any. No, Phil, I didn't interrupt anyone. I didn't make any comments.
I didn't say you interrupted people. I said
the only place I interjected, Phil, the only place I interjected was when Mers said, and you said, Haaland only scores a goal because he gets a service. And then on the other show, Mers has just said, Semenyo.
I didn't say he gets a service. I'm saying we know he's a goal machine. You expect it from Haaland. You didn't necessarily expect it from Semenyo.
He's on course to break the goal scoring record again in the Premiership.
Because they're finally playing to Haaland's strengths, which is what I said. Like,
Right. So
Man
Bournemouth
City-
start to play through Semenyo's strengths, 82% contributions. We're giving him all the plaudits. Haaland's
No.
on course to break the Premiership goal scoring record.
Let me just break you this
Oh,
down.
you're wrong, you're
Semenyo
wrong.
is playing for Bournemouth and Haaland is playing for Man City.
Okay.
Haaland has got much better players around him
Okay.
than what Semenyo has. And that's why he
enough.
stood out. That's why he's my number 2.
Lee,
That's why I think
Lee,
he'll end up at United,
Lee.
a bigger club.
So if Haaland scores 40 goals in the Premiership and Semenyo scores 20, should we give the golden boot to Semenyo because he plays for
Well, no, but we haven't got to the end of the season yet.
Decide who's the best
We're not
player.
saying. What was the question?
Okay, so
Is it overall play or is it just on
Right.
goals? No, because we've got
Here's a-
goalkeepers.
I
That's
said-
that question before.
I said,
His overall
who's
play
been,
in that
who's
he's
been the best
carrying
player?
Bournemouth. Is Haaland
who's
carrying?
been the best player?
Listen, Semenyo.
Semenyo has.
And I think everybody.
Haaland's
agrees
on
with that
course
view.
to break the goal scoring
It's
record.
not about the breaking records, about being the best player. It's about what you're doing.
Okay.
Well.
Here's a question.
Right, Cole.
What wins you a football
Everybody
match
just be
first?
quiet a minute. Let me just chill. Let me
What
just
wins you a
sort this
football
out.
match?
I want to ask you one question. Hang on, we've let you speak.
What
Let
wins
me
you a
speak.
football match?
Right.
Fucking
I'm going to
goals.
ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. Is Haaland carrying Man City?
No.
Is Semenyo carrying Bournemouth?
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Well
why
done.
we picked him.
Also, here's a
That's
question.
irrelevant. It's
What
not
year?
irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
He's carrying the
No.
team.
Cole,
No, it's about who's
Playing
individual
better.
performance.
His overall
Yeah,
game
no,
is
Cole,
better.
Cole.
All he
It's
does
your
is
opinion.
like fucking Gary
I know it
Lineker.
is.
He fucking
I
bog
know it
lines.
is.
Why are you getting shirty about it then?
Puts the
I'm
ball
not-
in the
I'm not
net.
getting
He's
shirty.
right.
Actually, wait a second.
Don't have a go at
We're
Haaland
talking
at
about
one point.
goals, right?
Praise Semenyo for the same thing.
Okay, so we're talking about goals,
So you're
right?
hypocrite.
Haaland is on 9 goals, right? Semenyo's on 9 goal contributions. That's the fucking same number.
It's not a fucking goal.
Haaland's had
is it,
one
man?
assist, to be fair,
His overall
if we're
play
doing
is
goal
better.
contributions.
I
Let's
knew
move
this
on,
was
because
all going to come round.
Throwing his toys out the plan.
I knew this was all going to come round. Cole's idea, because he thought everybody was going to choose Haaland first. And
Yeah,
now
it
that we
was.
all haven't chosen Haaland first, Cole's
He's
spat his tummy out.
So-
He's puffing on that vape like it's going out of fashion. He's raising his voice. His facial features when people were discussing Haaland.
Yeah, there
Wow.
before the podcast started.
Wow, I could have written a book about it.
Yeah,
It's basically going a bit out around this. Are we all going to agree that Semenyo's been best player so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said Haaland, but I'll happily go with
Right,
Neville.
we're all going to agree
On
that
to your
Haaland's
next
shit.
little plan of what we're going to do. So, come on, split everybody into teams.
Right, let's
don't
think
want
of
to do
the
it now,
dickheads.
it's
Let's
fine,
get
don't
them
we?
together. Lee, Bushy, Mers, and Gloriole. You can be on one team because you all chat shit tonight.
Wow.
Says you.
What do you mean, says me?
Oh,
Sorry.
Gloriole,
what
come
was that
back
team?
when you team win a game.
Glorio's been backing you. Now you've thrown him under the bus. Glorio's been backing you, you
City.
bully. What a
What's-
bully.
City.
Glorio, give him a slap. You've been backing him.
what's the team again?
Yeah, what's the
Slapping
teams?
me.
I'm not following.
1 second, I've just.
It's,
I've got to
it's
send a
hot.
quick
Yeah,
message.
Cole's head's gone. There's
Dave,
his right. Cole's head's gone.
laughing out loud. Cole's head's gone. Gosh, poor Glory Hall wants to ask a question, and it's like listening to a group of women. Fair play, yeah.
And
I
that's coming
agree.
from a woman.
Needs to calm down, lads. We can't hear anything. What anybody is saying, yeah, that's what I'm trying to go. Calm it down, boys. Let everybody speak and be respectful. So,
Okay.
yeah, let's just
Right,
calm
guys,
it
we're
down.
going to move on. So I am excited about this new part of the show. So what we are going to do is create an ultimate 11. Okay, you're going to take it in turns to pick a player and create an 11 aside. There's
Bear in
only-
mind, everybody, Cole will cry if it's not a Man City player.
I'm
Is
not
this
bothered.
current players?
I'm
Is it
not bothered.
current
Is this
11?
all-time or current?
Current players.
So it's any era, but they have to have played in the Premiership.
Oh God, we're gonna pick a Man U team then, aren't we?
Ooh, yeah.
No, we're not
I
picking Man
really
United.
enjoy this one, boys.
We're not picking Man
Right, so
United.
you'll take it in turns to pick your players. You cannot have the same player, and if you pick a player that hasn't played in the Premier League, you lose your turn, and the other team can pick the player. Once we finish with your teams of 11, we'll put it on the chat and let the viewers decide which team is the better one.
Okay.
Can I ask two questions? Oh, sorry, go on. So, first of all, I guess I'm going to have to agree on a formation and clear the same formation.
So, I was going to say, your formation is a 4-3-3.
Okay.
Okay.
Then second one, are we assessing the players in the prime or based on the career, or is that up to the viewers?
Up to the viewers, up to you. So however you want to form it, the viewers will decide the best team.
Okay.
So because Dan, Luke, and Hutchie have 3 on a team, you guys have got the first pick.
Okay. And do we get to pick what position we start with?
Pick any position, any player.
Ooh.
Now, bear in mind, when you start conferring, the other team will hear players that you're talking about.
Well, I was going to say, I was thinking defender to start with.
Right, I think has everyone got a sheet of paper?
Yeah.
I'll get
So
one.
in your teams, if you write your player down for yours, and then your 3, you can agree with it.
Can we confer, please, Bushy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, what we're thinking then, boys?
I was going to say defender wise. I think John Terry.
Goalkeeper is easy. The best goalkeeper in the Premier League, Peter Schmeichel.
No. What? Excuse me.
Was she on the other team?
Wait there. Is that your team's pick, John Terry?
No.
I will put it out to Dan and Hutch. Basically.
Okay.
Well, I've got the 3 I've got the 3 forwards. It's easy.
What are you thinking, Hutch? I don't want to say too much because they can hear it. I'm happy to go with Terry, but if we're looking at a defence, I think there is one position in a back 4 where there's one player that's a lot better than another one in the Premier League era.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we go all out and take Cristiano Ronaldo? Because we can start wherever we want, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
take a Man U player. Good lads. Take a Man U player. Beautiful.
Yeah, that might hurt the Leeds boys. Yeah, sorry, lads.
I don't mind.
No denying how good he is.
Pick Ronaldo. Pick Ronaldo, boys.
Where are we going to play him?
Oh, actually,
him on the wing or in the middle?
I'm loving to see Bertie do this.
Ooh.
So you're going forward, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good pick.
So Bertie has picked a Man United player. Guys, hypocrites.
I'll see. I picked it for you, Birchie. Don't worry. I'll take the heat.
Hypocrites.
I've never once said that Ronaldo is not a great player, even at scum like Man United. He was a great player. Only downfall about United is that I didn't like him until he left United. He was one of the best players, but he probably is the best player in the world for me. So no denying that.
You can tell him in hands. That's all I'm bothered about.
Yeah, he did.
Just basically a superb player to get in your teams. But I'll tell it you after it and see if you're good enough to pick it on your own.
Right. So they've just taken CR7 for what position?
Right forward.
Right wing.
Right.
I think we should take a certain. Actually, I'm not going to say the name.
No, we should be taking Thierry Henry, right?
Oh, okay. That was what I was going to say.
I have got him written down, but I've also got another two.
I feel like because they've taken a forward, I feel like we should match it.
They was given the first shot.
Yeah, but we've got 3 fucking people. We've got 4.
Yeah, but we get to take the next 2 players, basically.
Oh,
so
no mercy.
No, what? So they have the advantage the whole entire time. You're not doing that.
We've got four brains.
Are we taking Henri as a winger or a striker? Because he played on the wing a bit, didn't he?
I would take him as a
I
winger
wouldn't keep
because
saying names because then they'll just get.
I've
them on
got,
the
I've got the name of 2 strikers really.
Yeah, I've got a few good.
I would say Thierry Henry for the left wing because
yes, put him on the wing. Cool. I'll agree on that one.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Are you taking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Henry.
Left wing.
Right.
Okay, so now we're going back to the other team. Who are you taking, boys?
Well, I think we don't touch left wing because they're not going to pick another one, so we leave that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very.
You can go midfield or defence.
I think midfielder.
Go mid.
Do you want to go with the one that we agreed on last week, Coach?
Yeah.
Someone's just texted you.
Go on.
Yeah, he was the one I was talking about earlier, mate. When I said that there's a player that I think is unique, but I think we can steal him later.
Right.
Yeah, so Birch you want here last week, but I think that is a good pick. I think it's solid all round.
What you going with?
Do we want to buy Birchie just to make sure? I think if we see it, though, we'd give it away.
It just
Either way, we've got to
Go for it. I'll let
Are
you
you
do
taking
it.
Hutch?
Well, I'm not quite sure which one I'm about, but I guess I'm saying Lampard.
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
lad. Well
yeah.
done.
He was on my list anyway, so I agree with you.
Yeah, that's who
Okay,
I was thinking.
Lampard.
That's a good one.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Mers, Bush. What's he? What
I feel like there's shenanigans going on there, messaging.
If we don't go for another midfielder,
Hey, Cole.
So what are we going to go for?
if we don't go for another
guys?
midfielder, we'll run the risk of losing all our midfielders. Probably.
I'm just going to say, I think there's one position that there is undeniably only. Well, there might be some other alternatives, but
What, left
I feel
back?
like there's one left back right now. There's only one option. To
Ashley
go
Cole.
Well, Ashley
Yeah.
Cole. Yeah.
That's who I've got down.
Yeah. Let's take Cole then.
Oh, yeah, we'll take Ashley Cole.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I've written down.
Good pick, guys. That was the one I was referring to be absolutely
The
fair.
only other left back I was thinking was Robertson, but let's be real, Cole's better than
Don't
Robertson.
take any more, Glorio. Keep your
No,
goals
there was one other left back that I had in mind, but I'm not going to say it. I'll say it after.
I
Yeah,
think I've got them written down.
and I've got
Okay,
2
boys.
midfielders. Unbelievable. Better than what they've already picked.
I've got
Oh.
3.
So, going back to the similar logic, lads, there's no point touching a left back or a left winger. We can just claim them at the end.
Yeah.
Do you want to go centre half or beef up the midfield? What are you thinking?
Take a centre half early doors.
Yeah, I think we can get a centre half booked in there.
Do you want to go with your original pick, Birchie?
I think
Yeah.
personally think he's one of the best in the league. He has been, and no one beats
I'm
him.
not going to argue here. John Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terry.
Perfect.
Just check your phone, Dad.
Got it.
Oh, I love it, boys.
So what are we going for, lads? Next position.
I'd
I'd put someone at side of Henri.
yeah, the other side or striker.
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 I've got a name of 2 strikers.
I've got one.
I have.
Go for it.
I've got a couple of different strikers, but I feel like if we're talking
got-
about pure talent,
I've got a rogue one.
there's one name in particular that I would want to go for. If there's somebody that you would want as a match winner to have alongside Thierry Henry,
Yeah.
I feel like there's only one person, someone with a great score record.
Shearer.
Great...
Let's just
No,
say Shearer.
I wasn't going to say Shearer. I was going to say Aguero.
Nah.
No.
gotta be Shearer.
I've got the one that you've just mentioned and one other player.
I've got Shearer.
Yeah, I've got
Rooney.
Shearer as well.
But Rooney can go in the midfield maybe.
No, I
Yeah,
You having Rooney at ultimate 11 Premier League
Can we just
midfield?
go striker as Alan Shearer? Can we just agree on that one?
Shearer, yeah. Shearer.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer. Yeah.
Got Shearer, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, We've already got our striker. We're going striker next, yeah?
We don't need to, or they've
Yeah, well, they've already took it. We don't need
We're not
to.
going to pick another one. We can just fill in the blanks at the end, I think.
Phil, yeah, we'll get him in then, can't we? Yeah.
So we'll just confer for a second.
Yeah, so we got that. I agree with you, Hutch.
I'll go with your original one, Hutch.
Original one, yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so we're going to, outside of Lampard, we're going to go for Roy Keane.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Got a better one than that.
Yeah.
I've got a great midfield.
Midfielder Patrick Vieira.
I've got Vieira down. I've got
I
Patrick
was
Vieira.
thinking,
I considering that they've taken 2 midfielders right now, I feel like there's plethora of options that we could take from midfield.
maybe, should we
So
go
we
for
could do
defender?
what they're doing.
Oh,
Right.
There's De Bruyne.
should we go right back or something?
De Bruyne.
I feel like right back.
Because right back's a limited spot, isn't it? And
Yeah,
obviously,
you've probably realistically got 2 options for right back.
yeah, Trent. No, I'm joking. What you're gonna say, Gary Neville?
I'm going to say Gary Neville.
No, Kyle.
But after tonight, I don't know if anybody else wants him in that team.
I was thinking, what? Kyle Walker, maybe.
Kyle Walker would be probably a good shout as well. Yeah.
Or we've got who else is there? There's not really too many other options.
Ivanovic.
Oh, Ivanovic.
No.
He was solid though.
No.
What about what's his name?
If you don't want to take Gary Neville, then you've got to take Kyle Walker for right back.
What about Bakary? No, I was
No,
gonna
go
say
Gary
Bakary
Neville.
Senior.
Yeah.
What about Zabaleta?
No, GH.
No.
Stop chatting shit right now.
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville
Fair
What
enough.
about Lee Dixon?
doesn't make it into the top 3 in my opinion.
Lee Shitson, more like.
Oh,
Top 5 maybe, but not top 3.
Okay, what are you going with?
Gary Neville.
Yeah, Neville.
Is that your pick?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I'm
Boys?
not convinced, but I'll go with it.
You're a quality Neville. We won't treble everything, mate.
So did Kyle Walker. Next.
He's shit though.
right.
Dan?
Round to us then, lads. We're just conferring. What option? So, what position do we want to do, boys? We can kind of clear that one up without giving anything away too much.
So, let's see.
So we need left wing, left back, centre half, centre mid, right back, goalkeeper. Left wing and left back, they've filled them in so we can chill out on them.
While they're chatting, Carl,
Yeah.
Carl Walker
We've already
only
got them locked in anyway, haven't we? So we need to leave time, yeah.
What you say, Phil?
We've got strike. We're taking striker. We're thinking anyway.
Yeah.
just while they're chatting. Like Carl
So I
Walker
think-
and Gary Neville.
Are we going for Terry's partner at back?
Put it down, Gary Neville.
I think we
Yeah,
go
no,
centre back or centre
Gary
mid, one of
Neville.
them two.
One
Yeah,
more
sure.
trophy.
Centre back, so.
Centre back, yeah. let's
Guys,
go.
everyone's talking.
Which one are we going for?
I'll concede you, boys. I'm happy with either of them.
You sure? Yours is
Yeah,
a good shout anyway.
You guys go with it. I don't mind either way.
What you
Either.
going with?
You pick Luke. I'll take either of them.
We had a tough one of his last pick, but we're going to go Vidic.
Oh yeah, what?
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
What
Great
player?
Him aside of Terry, I think he'd be unbelievable.
I can think of about 5 centre backs better than Vidic.
No,
Just got his man doing it. That's right.
None of them played for fucking City, that's for sure.
I have got one
I mean-
in my mind.
Like Yap
That's
Stan.
the unit.
There's a very good, they're very good current centre back that we could go for.
Nah.
Centre backs.
Anyway,
only
right,
two
boys,
for me.
it's over to you. Now.
So what
What
we going
position
next?
we going
If you
in?
go for a right wing, because then that locks that one off, doesn't it?
No, they've got.
No,
that.
we don't need to go with that because they've already taken right.
Oh shit, yeah, they've gone right wing, haven't they? Yeah.
So what?
They've taken both centre backs. They've taken one CDM, one centre mid, and
We
then
go-
a right winger.
we go goalkeeper. We get that out of the way.
Shall we
You
go
just
for
tell
our
John in the
goalkeeper?
chat it's a Premiership 11, not a World, because he's saying Buffon.
Yeah,
He never
Buffon.
played in the Prem.
Yeah. He's never played in the Prem, John. Premiership 11, so it's not World 11.
If we're going
Got to have
goalkeeper,
played in the Premiership.
if we are going goalkeeper, there is only one.
Yeah, Alisson.
No,
No.
Peter
It's
Schmeichel.
not.
Peter Schmeichel.
There is
Schmeichel? Nah, Czech's better than
Peter
Schmeichel.
Schmeichel. Shut up,
Peter
idiot.
Schmeichel. I'll agree with you, Bushy. Peter Schmeichel.
No,
Let's
no.
check.
Alisson.
Peter Schmeichel.
Czech's
I'm
better than Alisson. but
Nerd,
I-
what are we going with?
I'll take a Schmeichel.
Yeah.
Schmeichel, yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Schmeichel.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that locked in, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you're having Schmeichel, yeah?
Yeah.
I guess so.
So are you writing these down as we go, Carl, yeah?
I am indeed.
So just to check, I'm just making sure me, Birch and Hutchie are along the right line. So we still have left wing,
Correct.
striker,
Correct.
left back,
Correct.
centre mid, right back, and
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just say a striker to bide us a bit of time, or do you want to go for a different position?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
go
for
on
a
then.
striker by this time.
Well,
but,
we can do that.
Right, so we've got Rooney as a striker.
Interesting.
Thank you, boys, for not picking the other one.
So
Cheers, bet.
we either go for. So what do we need next? A defender or a midfielder?
That's first.
Well, the right. I think the midfielder's quite straightforward.
Left. Should we do left wing?
We've already got left.
We've
wing.
already got
We've
left
already
wing.
got one.
The right
Got
wing is one that we need.
Got more wings than Ryan.
Right
Yeah, you,
wing.
Bushy.
Right wing.
Right
We've
wings.
got left wing.
Henry.
Henry's on the left. Shearer's
Oh,
in the
you put him
middle.
on the. You put him on the left. Okay.
Yeah.
The only there's only
There's
one.
a-
There's an
zero.
obvious one. There's an obvious one for right wing.
Salah.
Yeah, it has to be Salah. You can't
Yeah,
not take
Salah.
Salah. Should we? Are we just going to do that then?
Yeah, we'll lock out our attack.
Okay.
Salah completes our attack.
Salah, Shearer, Henry.
You're not stopping that.
Oh, boy.
It's over.
Okay.
people.
Daniel,
Hi.
Okay, over to us.
watching Birch.
I'm done.
Put that
fucking-
first.
All right.
I think now we take him.
him.
I think now we take a midfielder, boys.
Yeah.
So many midfielders.
There is.
That's the problem.
I'd narrow it down to two, and I'll put them in the chat, and you guys let me know what you think.
Put it in the chat. Guys, which position we're going to go for next? Should we lock in the
You see
final?
how scared they are? They're having to do private chat to.
Yeah,
confirm, like,
we don't
their
need that.
names.
We
I
don't
think-
yeah.
That sounds like jealousy because you're not in the chat, mate.
I think.
Nah, it's not at
I
all.
think
No,
there's
it's
more. There's more midfielders than there is defenders.
There's a lot
So
more
I say we
midfielders than
try
there
and
is
do the defenders
Yeah.
first.
Why don't we lock that final striker?
How many strikers you playing?
Now let them lock out the midfield, and then we can freely talk as much.
Yeah,
as we
let
want.
them do the midfield. Cool.
I'd go with Birchie, but if you want to overrule Hutch, it's up to you.
I'm
I
happy
think
with
the
that.
player's mind. I just think he's the
I'm
best.
happy with that.
We're going
Yeah.
that one then, yeah.
So midfielder,
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay,
Oh,
well, you can have Kevin De Bruyne because I
Yeah, you can have him.
know
Yeah, we've already got him.
who-
Lad, Thank you.
We already got him.
right. So
Hey, Daniel,
Yeah,
my son texted me then. He said, "Tell Dan to pick De Bruyne."
That's for you, Freddie, lad.
You know who we need to have since they've had Kevin De Bruyne? I think we need a David Silva in the team.
no. We need
No, I don't rate David Silva.
I don't think we do need David Silva. I think I think we need.
What are we looking for? What are we looking for?
What are we
doing?
looking for?
We
need
need 2 centre backs and
leave
two
the midfield.
3 midfielders.
Leave the
basically.
midfield to last. If we do defenders
I've
now,
got a
'cause
midfielder in mind that you've got to have in your squad. Simple as. So let's go for some defenders.
yeah, do defenders. I think.
Well,
I
we
think-
can freely talk about centre backs because they've already locked them off. So
I personally
Yeah.
think Van Dijk is a no-brainer, but that's
I,
just me.
I think there's other options you can easily take.
Tony
Have
Adams.
they done their centre backs?
Yes. So we
Yeah.
can freely talk.
Can I suggest one?
Yeah.
Go on.
Tony Adams.
Yeah.
Right, that's 2 people that said him.
I mean,
so
I
maybe-
personally would actually say Sol Campbell.
What about Marcel?
Tony Adams.
What about Desailly?
Tony Adams and Rio Ferdinand, or Tony Adams and Jaap
Oh.
Stam.
I've got Rio Ferdinand down as well. I
You're
don't
also
think
forgetting
Sol
about
Campbell-
Company, by the way. Don't forget
I-
about
I
Company.
And
genuinely
Straight
right.
away from fucking City.
Don't write off Van Dijk because he's great.
Yeah, Van Dijk's decent call though. To be fair,
I'm not saying we go for him, but don't write him off. I was actually thinking Company myself, but I don't know. I think Rio Ferdinand is probably.
We've all got Rio Ferdinand as
We've all
well.
got
yeah,
that.
I think
We'll go
Rio-
We'll take Rio.
Yeah, we'll go.
I think
we'll
Rio
look at
Ferdinand
Rio.
is solid.
Ferdinand. Ferdinand is locked in. Okay, Dan,
We may
Birchie,
as well go for our other defender when we've done them.
By the way, you three can now freely talk because we can't take any of those positions. So no group chat. This is a podcast. The audience needs to hear.
Fair play, fair play. So, sorry, what have we got left, Carl?
Left wing, left keeper.
a left back, right back, and a left forward.
Oh yeah, well, I've written his right back down already because we've agreed on that. But
should we just get the right back out? Because I don't think they've took one yet. They limit their options a bit.
No, we've taken
They
Gary Neville.
took Gary Neville.
Gary Neville.
We'll chuck ours out there than Carl Walker.
Yeah.
He can run.
Second best
Defender. Should we just do the other defender then? Send it back.
Yeah.
Right, so
Tony
who
Adams.
are you all nominating?
It's between I'm saying Van Dijk, but obviously that's
Right, you're saying Van Dijk. Phil, what do you say?
I'm saying Tony Adams.
Bushy?
Tony Adams.
Do you know what? I'll allow it because I think we'll allow the majority vote on this situation. So we'll say Tony Adams then.
fair enough.
Is that our backboard on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've just got 3 midfielders to go.
Just got the
Okay,
midfield.
back to Dan, Birch, and Hutch.
Are we going to get his goalkeeper that way then?
Yeah, go on then, boy.
We've gone for Petr Cech.
That is the only
Yeah.
sensible answer.
Now, for midfield, there's an obvious one. Obviously, we've got to go Slippy G. He's got to be in midfield.
How can you say that about a legend of your own club?
I was going to say David Beckham.
Oh, but
The problem is he's
Did
a
he-
wide player, so he wouldn't fit in this style formation.
no, he did play in the centre mid a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Steven Gerrard for me.
I've got Gerrard down. I have got Stevie D down.
I was thinking, what about no one says? Did anyone say Scholes or is
Now
he
the
still
question
available?
is, what do you guys think of Rodri as the holding midfielder?
No,
Yeah, that is an option.
Patrick Vieira were better, I think.
Well, no, because you can still have Vieira as a midfield option in here because Vieira wasn't the holding midfielder for Arsenal. He was more of the box-to-box player. So you could have Rodri, Vieira, and then somebody else like a Gerrard or David Silva or Scholes. Like he can have it all.
Yeah, Scholes has got to be in there.
Okay, why don't
I
we
think-
take Gerrard,
think-
Scholes, and then what?
I think Vieira.
Yeah, Vieira, Scholes.
So-
Okay,
Gerrard,
we'll start off
Scholes,
with
and
Vieira then. We'll
Okay.
start off with
Go with
Vieira.
Vieira.
Come on, boys. Glorio's got school tomorrow. Get a move on.
So Vieira,
Tempe in
Scholes,
the Sunderland.
Gerrard.
What you are, Phil?
I said, who put Tempe in your meter?
What are you picking?
We've taken Vieira.
Vieira to start with.
Vieira.
Other guys?
Okay, I'm back to Dan Spedding, Birch and
So
Hutch.
what we got but left then? Left back and left wing.
Yeah.
Left back, wing.
So we've already got on pick. So whichever one first, Dan.
Yeah, go left wing.
Left wing. Go on, Hutch.
Yeah, so left wing, we've gone Gareth Bale.
I think we've won this one, boys. I think we've won this one.
Yeah,
Guys,
thanks for the
A lot
People
more
in the chat,
Champions
don't worry,
Leagues
you
than your
don't
left
need to
wing.
vote. We know we've won.
Wait, he
Thanks for the
scored
easy
goals
win.
in
Bale
major
against
finals
Thierry
compared
Henry.
to your left wing, yeah? He's won Champions Leagues.
So,
I'm not saying
sorry.
he's a better player, but it's not as...
Win
Gareth
those
Bale
Champions
against
League.
Thierry Henry, really?
Oh, that's
You'd already picked Henry, though.
You've got Salah against Ronaldo.
You had the chance
Yeah.
to pick Ryan Giggs above that.
Yeah, that was
No,
the only
what?
one I got written down was Giggs.
Yeah.
oh
That one
yeah,
Giggs.
that's it. That's it.
You fumbled that big
Giggs is
time.
nowhere near my
I,
team.
I thought they were going to get Giggs.
I
did.
don't think we pick him, but John has said Essien. That's an option for midfield.
I think we need Stevie G in there.
I know we do. Yeah.
Gerrard.
All
I
right.
think Gerrard and Scholes should be probably the last two.
Yeah, Gerrard and Scholes.
Definitely
Yeah.
Gerrard.
All right,
Gerrard.
Gerrard.
Scholes.
Gerrard.
Gerrard is the next
Gerrard
one,
in.
then Cole.
Yeah, we'll lock them.
Gerrard.
Gerrard
locked in.
in. Okay, left back, boys.
Dennis Irwin.
He was on my mind. To be fair.
These guys are turning into Man U fans.
You know what? You should have said John Arnoriso. He's clear of him.
Look
No,
at that.
Oh.
I picked another Man U fan.
I
And
was
Luke, I
definitely
picked
on
another
Dennis
Man U fan.
So John Arnoriso
Chat, boys,
and then
hold on.
Dennis Irwin, is that what we're seeing? Just to make sure I'm following.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Another Man U
what we're
player,
saying.
lads. Well done, lads.
Thank you for informing us, Gloria.
Good
No,
chat,
it's-
boys.
there's not many man.
All right.
What are you
And
going
then-
with for your left back?
Dennis Irwin.
Irwin.
Yeah, wait.
And then we say Scholes is our last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All right, before we lock in the teams, what was your last one? Skulls.
Scholes.
Yeah.
Can we have Can we do a final
One
one
second.
as well, Paul? So we pick a
One second.
manager, but we get first
Oh,
One
Manager.
second. Bushy, you're getting a bit excited.
pick. Yeah, because we've
Okay.
won. I've
No.
seen our team. We've won.
What I'm
We
going to
have.
do is,
the top, baby.
I'm going to offer you, I've looked at both teams, I'm going to offer both sides one player that I think they've overlooked and ask them if they want to swap. So the first player I'm going to come to is your team, Bushy. And the player that I'm going to ask you if you want to swap is, would you like to swap Gary Neville for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
No.
It's not somebody that's been overlooked at all, actually.
Yeah.
even I'll agree. I don't want him.
He's not great defensively. He's good attacking.
No, I think.
And then
I
I'm going
think
to come to
a fair-
the other
I
team.
think a fair bit
And
at
I'm gonna
this point.
say, do you want to change Roy Keane for Luka Modric?
No, he were mentioned,
I
but
don't
no.
think so. No.
Now, Cole, I think a fair bit is somebody to manage this team. And seeing as they had the first pick last time, we deserve the first pick this time.
I know what you're
Uh,
thinking anyway,
Who's
do
your manager?
I know. I'm going to be biased, but Jurgen Klopp.
Shut up, glory hole. Back to school, kid.
Is that locked in?
I'm going.
There's
Bobby
only
Robson.
two managers.
I'm
He's
going
just
Bobby
Lock that
locked
in
in.
already.
Jose
Lock that
Mourinho.
in.
Jose Mourinho.
Nah,
But there's two managers, isn't there? Both from Manchester, to be honest.
No, we
Yeah,
obviously.
there's only
it's-
two managers.
it's
One's
gotta
going to have
be-
Klopp and one's going to have Ferguson. And
It's gotta be
Ferguson's
Ferguson.
better, so
Yeah,
we'll
it's got to be Ferguson.
I wouldn't.
I was joking.
I'd go
But-
either Ferguson or Bobby Robson personally.
Bobby
Arsene
Robson.
Wenger introduced modern football to this fucking country.
I mean, you could argue Pep just with what he's won, but
Yeah, but Pep's won it with shitloads of money, whereas other managers haven't.
yeah,
Alex
Yeah.
Ferguson won it with Aberdeen. Enough said. Alex
What, the
Ferguson.
Premier League?
Talking Premiership
Aberdeen, that famous Prem club.
I think, yeah, you can't deny Ferguson really.
Yeah,
So
Ferguson.
you're having Ferg as your manager. Right, boys. Who do you want as your manager on the
I
other
don't
team?
think there's much debate, lads. I think it's got to be the other side of Manchester, and we picked the manager that won it 4 times in a row, something Sir Alex could never achieve, and he won the same amount of trebles as him as well.
In
Oh, wow.
a third of the time.
Alex Ferguson did it without cheating, though.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, Wenger
What about
would
all
have
that
made
Fergie
this
time he
go
used to have?
unbeaten.
And he also won it at Aberdeen with no money.
So you're saying that Fergie time, that 10 minutes on, after every game, one cheated?
No.
What about all the time pay referees to get Fergie time so you get an equaliser or a winning goal?
Who's your fucking manager and have done with it?
You have to score, mate. Even if they play extra time, you've got to score, haven't you? Still on the team.
You played until you scored, then whistle went.
Not break all financial rules like Man City have done. They should have the titles took off them. So
You just pay your refs to fix it.
It's actually one same as Matt Amshaw. Fuck all. Right. People in the chat, which team is better?
Bushy, I'm going to send you it now. Can you put it in the chat so the viewers can vote on it?
And remember, this is Prem CR7, not.
No. We didn't say that. We said that's up to the viewers. No. We left that open to interpretation. I specifically asked that before it started. So stop trying to sway the public, nurse, with false information.
Even if it is CR7 in his prime, we still win. So.
Yeah.
Let me just put this into the chat.
Better keeper.
Better defense, better midfield.
If you'd have picked more Liverpool players, you might have been within a chance of beating us. But you know,
I mean, I still can't get.
There's too many characters. I'm just gonna have to put.
Well, surely if they're in the chat,
Put the first team in, and then put the second team in.
Try it then.
If they're in the chat, surely they heard what the teams are, and then they can just say team one.
The only player that you've got, guys, that's clearly better than
is Ronaldo.
No.
I'd have said Rooney, to be fair. I'd have said Rooney. The only one that you've got there.
Nah, Frank Lampard is
better than
Frank Lampard is the only one for me, I think.
Wait. So Phil said it's only Rooney, then we've got only Ronaldo, then only Lampard. So there's 3.
Yeah, I've just said my opinion. That's my opinion.
I'm just
that one's Gloryhole's opinion. That one's Bush's opinion. Doesn't collectively mean all 3 of us.
Yeah, Roy Keane don't get nowhere near it. I wouldn't even have him on bench at Rotherham.
I think you.
I think there's too much pace in the first side.
Too much pace. You can never have too much pace.
That's what I mean. There's too much pace in the first side for the second side. Rooney,
I see.
Ronaldo, Bale, shits all over Shearer, Scholes, Gerrard, Vieira. They're not mobile enough.
All right.
What, Thierry Henry's not mobile? What you been watching?
Thierry Henry.
Mo Salah's not mobile. Ashley Cole probably the quickest fullback in
Rio Ferdinand.
Have you noticed something though, guys? Have you noticed something?
There's no City players in.
Have you noticed that the man that's due to score 40 goals this season isn't in either of the 2 fucking squads?
What, Sesko?
Yeah.
But he will be one day, Phil.
Oh, here we go.
Got to wait probably another 10 years.
When he fucks off to Real Madrid.
To be fair, it does seem that way. Every Man United player that leaves, they do well. Like,
unfortunately, he won't be leaving for Real Madrid because when does his contract expire? Like 10 years' time?
I swear Højlund was on a long contract, wasn't he? And then he went.
Can you just send me the team on just the second team again? Because it's not letting me copy and paste this. Just the second team. Got the first one.
Right.
Vote for Team 2. If you vote Team 2, we'll send GH to your house to do the house cleaning for a day.
What the hell? What the hell? I didn't freeze that.
Viewers, the two teams
So we've got some people in the chat. Evening Everton. So we've got an Everton fan in the chat. Like team 1, centre back versus centre back team 2.
No, we're not doing it position by position. It's just overall versus overall.
Just overall. Manager Sir Bobby Robson.
We need some votes.
I mean, thinking about managers, we'll see ever just catch the Premier League era. We're forced those here.
There's over 172 people on the live and nobody's voting.
Oh shit! Why not after we're done on here, chuck both of them out on official page and have like a poll going on there.
Oh yeah, do like a
TikTok. I'll do a poll.
Good TikTok and
I'll do a
YouTube.
poll on X.
Yeah, get a poll going on there.
That's all that matters.
And then next week we'll announce the winner.
You see that?
Tony Adams got in because Tony Adams is the boss.
Good lad, Freddie.
Tony Adams got in because you didn't think that Van Dijk was better.
Bushy, my son doesn't have a YouTube account, but he's just texting to say Team 1. So give my son Freddie a shout out.
Oh yeah.
Seems like a lot of biasness going on here.
It's done.
It's 11 years.
Dave Bez says Team 1 and John Sullivan says Team 1.
Right, that's both of you out of Miller's Monday. Thank you.
And we'll stop the voting there.
I don't even think this team's close.
Let me just load up my burner account.
Our team would smash the living shit out of that.
Is Bushy, is Rotherham Gaming
You always
on
don't think so.
Hey?
Is Rotherham Gaming on tonight? You know, your left hand.
No, I ain't seen him tonight.
His other laptop died, Phil, that's why.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Where's Bob Doodle or someone? Well, no, this is rigged. This is literally
I must
rigged.
say, all these people that are watching, thank you very much for watching. But Jesus Christ, you could just put Team 1 or Team 2. Come on, give us something.
Come on.
Both of us put Team 1.
We'll do it on the on X, and then obviously
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, leave it because it's not fair. It's not fair doing it for 2 seconds.
We're just going to quickly run over the FPL because obviously there's no game week this week. So we're going to just kind of discuss a bit of FPL. Has anybody got anything to say? I'll pass you over to Hutch because he's the FPL expert. He's in control of the Friday night show. So Hutch, you take centre stage, mate. There you go. Tell us about FPL.
There's not much to say about it really, obviously. We'll just go run through as where the fuck's my mouse? There we go. We'll run through the October standings and let everyone talk about the teams in general. But there's not really much to say, obviously. Cup's over and done with. I don't know when you're planning on running another one, Bushy, but we'll wait for that. Carl, worst start at lot this month so far, especially this game week, 40 points, followed closely by Lee Bush, funnily enough. But so Mers missed. Hey,
it's the first one I've really had that's bad that week. I've been above the average every week. Steady.
Oh, here we go.
So the front three runners for manager at the month so far is me, Mers, and Daniel Spedding. Closely followed by Phil, actually, with a decent score of 73. Looks like he's got through his woes.
Fucking hell, mate, and I'm on it, and I'm going to fucking get you all.
Don't forget I'm on your tail as well.
Yeah, Birch is not far behind, but I think Phil's got through his bad episode of extra transfers, 12 points every week, and he seems to be on the up now. So if you want to talk through your teams individually, we'll start with Carl. We'll start with bottom of that pile, and then we'll work his way up.
I can't be managing a month every month, can I, Hutch?
Well, you can't be, mate, now.
What do you want to know?
Well, I was going to say what went well, but nothing. So, what were your thoughts behind game week, and what you're doing different for next week?
So there is a couple of players I want to bring in, but I have to do it slowly because I don't want to take minus points. So I've actually brought a Sunderland defender into my team this week, Dan.
Which one?
Alderete. And I've done that to make a little bit of money because Semenyo is going to be coming into my team very soon.
Why? Because he's better than Haaland.
Soon. Soon. How soon? Game week 9?
Possibly.
Surely you'd want to take the -4 and get Semenyo in for game week 8.
No.
The good thing about Semenyo is he's not going to AFCON this year either.
Crystal Palace are a decent side at home. I also, at one point, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I think I'm going to try and get Foden in my team at some point because he looks back to his best now as well. So I think Semenyo and Foden could be coming in and Salah could be going out.
What, you're going to stick with Salah for a couple more weeks?
Could be. He should already be out your team.
Should be gone by now.
Salah should be long gone.
Yeah, but he's not. And Liverpool play Man United next, so I fancy a massive win for Liverpool.
Thank you.
I reckon it could be another 6-0.
Let's hope.
Wasn't it 7 or 7-1 or something?
What score did Liverpool beat in that big...
No.
Was it 7?
7-1.
Let's try and get 8 this time.
7-1, wasn't it?
It was 7. Yeah, no, 7. It was 23. It was 7-1. No, 7-0.
7-0. Embarrassing.
Salah
They even let Darwin Núñez get 2 goals in that game.
But yeah, so what you thinking? What you doing?
I'm relatively happy with the team. Obviously, I brought in Stack last week in ready preparation for game week 8. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'm free to take him out of the team now. But I tell you what, I'm going to keep him in for the Burnley game because he's had good amount of opportunities whilst I've had him, but he just hasn't actually put anything into the back of the net. But I feel like maybe Burnley is this opportunity where he might actually finally.
That's because we're back in his.
Yeah, so I'm feeling like I'll keep him for one more week, and then that gives me another week where I can bank the free transfer for game week 9. Obviously, Grealish had to drop him to the bench because he's not eligible to play against Man City because obviously being out on loan, not allowed to play against his parent club. I still have Livramento in my team, which is obviously a long-term injury, on the bench. And then I've dropped Tarkowski down onto the bench for this game week because of playing Man City. I do feel like he'll probably get the DEFCON. Do I feel like Everton will get a clean sheet? Probably not. So I feel like even though he might be able to pick up 4 points or something, I'd just rather not play him instead.
Fair enough. L'Oreal, talk to us.
So I did actually make a good transfer for once. I put Calafiori in my team and he got a clean sheet, so that's good. To be honest, it's actually not been too bad having Nonto in my team because it's allowed me to free up my money and actually realise that Salah's not good enough to be in my team. So yeah. I'm actually going to, obviously I am going to get rid of Nonto because he's a piece of poo, but you know, there is some money saved, which now means I'm probably going to bring some Semenyo in, but I'm just going to wait for the international matches to be finished in case anyone in my team gets injured and I need to transfer them out or something. But it's looking like Semenyo. I mean, I got 58 points this week, which is not terrible. It's only just under the average, which could have been worse considering Ekitike was injured and only got like 10 minutes and Nonto didn't play. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I need to do to my team, but it's slowly improving. I think just slowly work at getting better defenders in and I'll get there eventually.
Oh, fair enough. Bill, 72 points. You did take a -4 this week, though.
Yes, I took a -4, and that was purposeful done. So I bought in Haaland, and I believe I can't remember who else it was. I bought in one other player. I bought in Enzo.
From Chelsea.
Yeah. So I bought 2 in because I had a very, very bad midfield at the time. Got 70. So Semenyo gave me 18. Haaland gave me 16. I was very lucky. I got Spence on the back 4 and he didn't play. So they obviously I got him subbed out, and Burn came in and he gave me 11. So he was sat on my bench. So I was quite happy with that. All in all, it was a really good game week, even though I did take the -4.
Yeah.
I'm not intending on taking any more minuses at the minute. However, because we're on the international break, I am contemplating playing a free hit.
Oh.
I've still got 3 of my 4 tokens left, and I'm thinking, looking at it, going, I'm just toying with it, because obviously I've got in my squad at the minute, I've got 3 or 4, maybe 5 players that are high scoring each week, and then the rest are all either hit and miss or quite low scoring.
Yeah.
So I say to myself, well, if I play the free hit, I can play it for 1 game week and swap those players out for games where they're likely to get higher points, and then bump my points up and hopefully become manager of the month this month.
You're on track.
Do you want my advice?
Mentality behind it. Whether it works, we'll see.
You want my advice, Phil? Don't play your free hit. I think you got a relatively decent squad as it is.
I have, but I just feel as though maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you played your -4 purpose, so that was just to like clear a bit of deadwood out your squad, obviously saving transfers for following week.
Yeah, correct.
Fair enough. Not bad. At least you're meant to do it this time, though.
Yeah.
no phone calls midweek this week.
No head loss.
So, Bushy, talk to us. 49 points.
Yeah, 49 points. The worst haul I've got so far. I've always been above the average, so this week fell below it. Grealish did well for me. Haaland did well, but everybody else kind of failed me. Euro for Man United got me 6 as well. But other than that, it was a pretty poor week. Grealish can't play, so I'm going to take the free hit this week because I don't want to take a points hit. So I want to bring Semenyo in, but I can only do it with 2 transfers. So I don't want to miss Semenyo this week. That's why I'm going to do the free hit. That'll get me into his squad this week, and then next week I can bring him in properly with my 2 transfers that will get me to be able to get him. So this week I'm just doing free hit.
But if you play a token, don't you lose your free transfer for that week?
Yeah, you lose a free transfer. I think
You lose your free transfer for that game week, so you'll have to wait an extra week for an extra transfer.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, well, either way, I'm going to get Semenyo the week after. So this week, because Grealish is out as well, I've just thought I'm gonna just change it up for this week, get a strong points, because I don't want to drop below the average this week. So I want to get strong points, and then the week after I can bring my transfer in as well.
Yeah. Is anyone thinking about AFCON yet?
Still quite early.
I mean, even if we do have to think about AFCON, don't you get like 6 or you get like 5 free transfers the week of AFCON anyway? So
you don't need to think
it's not
about
that bad, I don't think.
And we're due the chips to refresh around that time as well.
Yeah,
aren't
That'll be 4 weeks after.
Is it after, is it? Okay.
Be towards the end of AFCON anyway.
So AFCON starts on 21st of December.
That's not too bad.
So your tokens will change 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Right.
So then you get all your tokens back.
Bushy's got his Surstramming fish next week, hasn't he?
He has. He needs to order it.
If not, one of us will order.
Comedy Gold. You do not want to miss.
I'll send you the link,
next week.
Yeah.
Bushy.
You can get it on Amazon. It's absolutely fine. Next day delivery. Don't worry about it. There's no excuses for late delivery.
I'll send you there was a shortage of it though, you know that.
If you can't get any, just book
Once
a
you get people to
trip to
The TikTok page, they
Sweden and you'll be all good.
Yeah. So moving on, Birchie, minus 12 this week. Was that intentional or
Yes, it was.
52 minus 12, finished with 40 points?
I mean, last week, my best week, when I played against Carl, only person finished above me was Carl, which is a bit typical, in my opinion. You know, only person finished above me. So I've had my bench boosts, but my bench, because I've had Haaland and Salah in my team, I couldn't afford a bench. And let's be honest, Salah's been dreadful, in my opinion. He's not giving me anything. So I decided to drop Salah to get some money up, and I brought in Semenyo, Anthony, and Alisson got injured, so I had to bring in Vicario for Tottenham, just for that reason. So Alisson and Vicario, now I'm happy with them two as my alternatives. I mean, Semenyo, Caicedo, Rice, and I dropped Grealish for Anthony, which was a mistake, but so my midfield hit me a lot of points. Haaland does what Haaland does. So what I've got now, with the tick of the minus 12, I'm happy with my team and my bench. So my bench boost from now on, when they're all fit, there's a moment Becker's out, obviously Grealish is eligible, and Rice and Anthony saying 75% chance. So
yeah, I think Rice will play back injury.
I'm hoping after international break, they've always played today, didn't it? So I'm assuming he'll be fine. So basically, my idea was to take a hit because I had no to lose this week to get my team to where I want it to be, and I'm pretty happy with it now. So hopefully, moving forward now, no more minuses.
Fair enough. Go on to the ever consistent Dan.
Yeah, solid week.
77 points. You don't seem to run away.
Just the one change this week. I'd been given Mohamed Salah last week for 3 or 4 weeks in a row, and he hadn't given us any reason for not finally taking him out. So I've got Semenyo in there for Salah. I was obviously talking about potentially taking a wild card last week, but the advice of not before an international break rang true. So I decided to hold off. So I'm sitting with about 8 million in the bank, 3 chips, and had a decent week.
All right, you got a lot of fun, then. He's got 8 million in bank and he's got 3 chips left, and he's just acting as though it's normal.
Fucking William Large testicles over there.
Who has 8 million in bank? Has anyone got over like 2 million in bank by any chance?
I've got a lot of money in the bank, actually. Just wait.
1.4.
I've got loads.
I'll apologise, boys.
I've got about 2 million in the bank.
I've got a million. I've got a million.
I've got 1.8.
Well, I only have 0.7, so
I will tell you. 9.5. Come on.
How much?
9.5
million.
Isn't that because you preferred
got rid of Salah?
So though.
Yeah, Salah for 5 million, and Salah's like 14.
Bushy.
I've got 0.
0.
0 funds left.
Wait.
We're drawn.
But you've still got a few chips left, haven't you?
Yeah.
Fair play. If anyone wants to give John some advice, he's asking me, but I take a lot of minus points, so you shouldn't really be asking me. If anyone can give John some advice.
He's
He's got 4 injured players and he's wanting to get rid of him, or should he hold off?
Like I put in the comment section to him, it depends on the length of the injuries, who he's already got. Like, just because you have 4 injuries doesn't mean you have to make 4 transfers.
Can they
like,
go, yeah, just on the bench?
On the bench, I would always recommend have at least 1 fit player on the bench, just in case they need to be rotated in. You could easily afford to have 2 injured on the bench, in my opinion. The only time you need to have a good, strong bench is when you want to play the bench boost. So just maybe consider 2 transfers, maybe the long-term ones, and just like strengthen up your team if it needs to be.
Fair enough. Well, we'll hand you back to Bushy because he's going to finish, I think.
Yeah. I'm ready for bed.
So we will post the teams out, and on next week's show we'll announce the winner. And
We've already won.
some other ideas where we can try and get people to vote for Man City players into something. So Cole's good at coming up with things for us. So he'll think of something for next week's show as well.
I've already thought.
Antoine Semenyo.
I've already thought of the game we're going to play next week.
Good man.
I'll split you into two teams again, and I'm going to give you a player who has made appearances in the Premiership, and then I'm going to give you another player, and you've got to guess higher or lower whether that player has made more or less.
Ooh.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, we can try that. And everybody in the comments, obviously, we've got quite a lot of people watching live again. So if you do comment and if you've enjoyed the section or you didn't enjoy the section, I've had a couple of messages saying it was a bit not easy to watch at times. So obviously, we'll take that on board as well. So, yeah, all your comments are always taken on board. So if you have got any comments on what we can do that you enjoy, we will we'll endeavor to do that as well. Thank you for everybody that's been watching. Thank you for everybody in the comments. We will be doing a live watch along on Saturday, and also Phil will be doing the Sunday night show on Sunday, his new show. So that is really entertaining. I watched that last week. So yeah, Phil, that was a real huge success. And then we'll be back on Monday as well for the Mullers Monday. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again for watching. And thank you to all the guys. It has been quite a fun show. Cole's still upset that Haaland didn't finish number 1 and Semenyo won, but there we go, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.